Democratic socialism is the hottest topic right now.
There has been a lot of noise around the reference to democratic socialism in my recent headline and opening paragraph of a newspaper article last Saturday were not based on what I actually said. So let me explain the point I was making. I said that all around the world there has been a lot of noise around the reference to democratic socialism in my recent speech. The fabricated headline and opening paragraph of a newspaper article last Saturday were not based on what I actually said. So let me explain the point I was making. I said that all around the world, people are recognizing that they need governments that look after the interests of the people, not governments that primarily serve those who already have power and influence. I cited the dramatic emergence of democratic socialism in US politics as an example of this phenomenon. And when I spoke about transforming Jamaica's economy, I was very clear about what that means. I want an economy that creates opportunities for Jamaicans to progress, build better lives, and achieve their hopes and dreams. This means investing in education and training. It means bringing the private sector and the state together to train young people and upskill workers for jobs that actually exist and those that are coming. It means empowering businesses to prepare our people for those opportunities. That is not about demonizing business. It is about making business, government, and our people partners in building a stronger Jamaica. I believe in private enterprise. I believe in investment. I believe in entrepreneurship. And I believe government has a responsibility to make sure that the economy works for the Jamaican people as a whole, not just the privileged few. The question is simple. What kind of society do we want to build? Well, I want one where the Jamaican people are at the center, where opportunity is broader, and where hard work can lead to a better life and no one is left behind. That is the vision, and that is what I stand for.
So, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, very quick. But I want to play that again, because, even though there's articles out there of APCA, APCA name? APCA fits in name? I think I aim them at the face of the thing now. Going at Mr. Golding about what was said. So, in fine fashion, they started to attack democratic socialism, which backfired on them because democratic socialism and its results stand on its own. And it doesn't matter what Mr. Golding had said regarding democratic socialism. If he said what they said he said, it wouldn't even matter. It wouldn't even matter, but make we listen general again.
There has been a lot of noise around the reference to democratic socialism in my recent speech. The fabricated headline and opening paragraph of a newspaper article last Saturday were not based on what I actually said. So let me explain the point I was making. I said that all around the world, people are recognizing that they need governments that look after the interests of the people, not governments that primarily serve those who already have power and influence. I cited the dramatic emergence of democratic socialism in US politics as an example of this phenomenon. And when I spoke about transforming Jamaica's economy, I was very clear about what that means. I want an economy that creates opportunities for Jamaicans to progress, build better lives, and achieve their hopes and dreams. This means investing in education and training. It means bringing the private sector and the state together to train young people and upskill workers for jobs that actually exist and those that are coming. It means empowering businesses to prepare our people for those opportunities. That is not about demonizing business. It is about making business, government, and our people partners in building a stronger
Democracy.
Jamaica. I believe in private enterprise. I believe in investment. I believe in entrepreneurship. And I believe government has a responsibility to make sure that the economy works for the Jamaican people as a whole, not just the privileged few. The question is simple. What kind of society do we want to build? Well, I want one where the Jamaican people are at the center, where opportunity is broader, and where hard work can lead to a better life and no one is left behind. That is the vision, and that is what I stand for.
Where hard work can lead to a better life. How can somebody be opposed to that, ladies and gentlemen? How can a government be opposed to that? There's a lot of people in Jamaica that is working hard and can't live a better life because the opportunity is simply not within their grasp based off the quality of work that is there, and like he said, the focus on education. There's a lack of focus on education in the Jamaica Labour Party regime, and everybody can see that. It's quite clear. But listen to this. Found this very interesting.
Whether it's British style or American style, and democracy. Whether it's British style or American style, or you must have the preconditions. And the precondition is a fairly large educated middle class that provides stability in society, that can vote one way or the other between parties which are fundamentally in agreement on basic principles, but in disagreement as to how to achieve certain objectives. Now, when you have total disagreement in parties within a country, and there is no middle class that's educated, that's got a certain standard of life which enables them to choose between one or the other, it has collapsed.
So Jamaica, based on what you hear the man say about democracy a while ago, hasn't the Jamaican society collapsed? The middle class is dying, The middle class is being shattered in Jamaica under the Jamaica Labour Party. And the two major political parties, them can't say eye to eye on things. Make we listen to that again.
Democracy. Whether it's British style or American style, or you must have the preconditions. And the precondition is a fairly large educated middle class that
First of all, the educated part who don't know what going on. That is the first problem, the lack of education. Let's continue. Teacher them are left. Everything, the nurse them are left. Lord Jesus.
provides stability in society, that can vote one.
All of the brain drain, we already know that Jamaica is unstable. Can we all agree? Amen.
One way or the other between parties which are fundamentally in agreement on basic principles, but in disagreement as to how to achieve certain objectives. Now, when you have total disagreement in parties within a country, and there is no middle class that's educated, that's got a certain standard of life which enables them to choose between one or the other, it has collapsed.
So, I believe that this particular government is on a path to collapsing democracy in Jamaica. Like literally. Right? And based off what? This story is now getting traction, ladies and gentlemen. Thank God. This Virginia saying,
I did. They are even struggling, boy, you know. Come here and camera my place. Camera my place and promise you help me. I'm going to St. John's Bay 2 times and I'm not get no help from them, my youth. But I'm saying if you have enough clothes at night time and put up like old donkey, my youth. Man, even I saw me have to just go and leave, you know, so. See it. Just leave, man. Yeah, I'm carrying a rest, so, you know.
Look at poor sleep, man. Basically, on the ground, you must sleep, you know.
I just have to cook and all them things, you know. You see it?
Yeah, Johnny potato.
Yeah.
I mean, guys, apple. Yeah. Oh, apple tree.
I did.
so when you hear Mark Bowling talk about hard work, this man is not somebody where you can look at and say, he's not a man who look like he work hard. But what does the working hard yield? What does it actually yield, ladies and gentlemen? And then you have representation under the People's National Party that them really, a lot of them is really shining in the right ways. Look at this from Isaac Buchanan. You can't play the music. So these are the beds then, some hospital beds. Right? And you know, persons that are about charity, you see the work that Isaac is doing. I mean, come on, man. We're not for us work with a man like this. You understand? East Portland, no proud. Hold on upon him. Hold on to him. And then you have Mr. Golding that him just casually does things like this.
Let me tell you something important. Not everyone is going to be proud of you. The truth is, some people are just surprised that you keep making things happen.
20 out of 100.
They see your progress,
yes, because
your
guess what?
consistency,
We can't take
and they don't understand how you do it.
They expected you when we take
to
it, you
give up.
can't mind nothing.
But
We're
you
not
didn't.
even come back with a scandal
And
bag.
guess what?
Serious.
Let me tell you something important. Not everyone is going to be proud of you. The truth is, some people are just surprised that you keep making things happen.
20 out of 100.
They see your progress,
yes, because
your
guess what?
consistency,
We can't take it
and they
when
don't
we are
understand how you do it.
They expected you when we take
to
it, you
give up.
can't mind nothing.
But
We're
you
not even
didn't.
come back with a scandal
And
bag.
guess what?
Serious.
That's the power of determination. You don't need their applause. You don't need their
Look here,
approval.
I am not
What you
in
need
agreement
is
with the
belief in
educational
yourself.
system when they argue with.
That
You know why?
burning desire to keep
Because
pushing,
when my daughter
even
get
when
23
no one else
subjects,
believes in
they
you.
could never afford
Because
to
success
send her to go college.
isn't about making
If you
everyone
know me,
proud.
if you beg and beseech
It's
you have to
about
go
proving
college.
to yourself
And look,
that
not
you have
even
the strength,
helping people who
the
help me in
courage, and the
Jamaica.
drive to keep
Everybody me
going,
turn to.
no
But
matter
them
what.
tell me, say what? I'm
Let
a rich
their
people
doubt
put me
push
alone,
you
go overseas,
further.
go study.
Let their
After she get
surprise
23
remind
subjects,
you
and let me tell
that
her,
you are
don't the
capable
Prime
of
Minister
more
me saying
than they
that
could
too.
ever
And he
imagine.
must look for me. So let
The
me
only
tell you
person you
something.
need
When
to
we
impress
when
is
the
the one
thing get
staring
hit
back at you
and
in the
9
mirror.
subject and 10
So keep
school
going.
subject, you know what
Keep
I'm go?
pushing.
Call
Keep
center.
making things happen.
Call center, they must
You're
go, them not go.
unstoppable.
They can't afford to go to college because what? They can't afford it. At 28,000 for send my daughter. When them do send back a response that she get through for you. $28 million. They have to become a doctor up there. So let me ask you a question. Which one of these Jamaican people them who when we done pressure we kids them and tell them to go they have to do better good at school. And when they come out with 10 and like 23 subjects with my daughter. 23 subjects with my daughter because send me to a call center. You know if you have your call center bit up. Thank you very much.
Hold on, what about employment? Employment, you said here about
Employment is peer call center for the people we have 10 and 11 and 12 and whatever subjects.
how much will you rate it?
That No. When my people go left high school and got a car center go work with a liquor and nothing. Huh? You call that me rate that out of 10? Me rate that 2. Thank you.
Yeah, mommy, come on, ironically. Yeah, so you said that one person, you were searching for help and only one person helped.
Well, no. The thing about it, I send out 14 letters. 2 respond to get back. One from Cable and Wireless, right? And them said to me that anyhow she gonna study computer science. Them 100% them need sponsor her to go to Howard University after she don't get in a scholarship. When the next person who responded to me was Mark Golding, because I left a letter there, and the only person who responded to me is Mark Golding through Denny's, and I got 100,000 from him. I'm not joking. That's the only person in Jamaica who helped me to let my child go to Howard University, and now she graduated honors. And she was on Indeed for 3 years to get back her scholarship for 3 years. She was RA, that she also in charge of all freshmen. But the only person who helped me in Jamaica, Grace Kennedy sent back a response and tell me say it's only rich people in the overseas go study. That is what Grace Kennedy sent back and tell me. And thank be to God, she graduated with honors. My interest right now, I'm going I people don't know want me to live, to go up and see her graduate and her graduation and come back to Jamaica. You hear? So poor people like me, it's not easy for send the children to go to college. It's not good. You hear?
If that man is grew up in struggle, I know what is.
Ladies and gentlemen, if this lady never told us that Mark Golding gave her $100,000 to help to send our daughter to college in Howard University. Can you imagine a child get 23 subjects? You know, this is one of the reasons why a lot of youth are defeated in school. Because you promise them, you tell them this dream in a Jamaica, and I know this one hit the core for me. You understand? You have people who promise them, say, go to school, get a good education, and then give them this pipe dream that does not really exist. So this girl go to school and excel, get 23 subjects, and her mother can't send her to college. And she look for help. Only hear what the lady said, some of the response them what she get. And the only person who give her the help was the man who said democratic socialism. Mark Jefferson Golding. The woman said she sent letter to Andrew Holness and she don't get no reply. No help. How can you say that you love the people and you push education, and a child that get 23 subjects, you never look into yourself and say, no man, we have to encourage this girl. We have the money to do it. Let's push her through. And like a true man of the people, Mark Jefferson Golding again, ladies and gentlemen. How much has this man invested in the people of Jamaica? And we potentially don't know. How much? Oh, this person, I'm not even when I read them comment. And you see how funny it is, this person attack fools, so I ignore them. Not ignore them, when I concentrate on what is being said. And look how now this embarrassing comment. History, not speculation, has shown that the PNP cannot govern. Crime was out of control and they brought Jamaica to the edge of the economic precipice from which we were only now recovering. This is a bold-faced lie now, and the evidence is clear now. And then they say the government is not her daddy. Another heartless come from the Jamaica Labour Party. Come off of a page. Anakin Skywalker. Come off of my page. Disgusting. When you hear that, Jamaica? These are the type of people. This is how the labor right them think. Just like this person also. It's not their tax dollars or our tax dollars. You understand? And this argument about putting us on at the economic precipice. The devil is a liar. The devil is a liar. I know, that's how I know you're the devil. Because the IMF website, this particular study called the IMF Lending Case Study, Jamaica, let us read the economic precipice that the Jamaica Labour Party put the country in. After a debt exchange in 2010 and yet another IMF probe, as a matter of fact, let me make the computer read it.
Reached a historic high. Program ownership and design. After a debt exchange in 2010 and yet another IMF-supported program that went off track in 2011, the country was on the verge of an economic meltdown. The country was on the verge of an economic meltdown. The country was on the verge of an economic meltdown, with no access to international capital markets. The country was on the verge of an economic meltdown, with no access to international capital markets.
Chuck is really like. That man would have make sure all poor people sit comfortable, look comfortable, eat comfortable, look all over the view comfortable. That man is not for poor people. That man was for poor because me come from poor family. Up to now me I struggle right now. I never go back on a PMP and run up and beg nothing. But me always try to have something to do for myself, to make myself better in life. That's what I'm saying?
He had enough sympathy on the taximans and the busman.
He don't have no sympathy for the busman and taximan. Because since he says he have taxi on the road that running business, he realized that they're making money. So he come to see what they are making money off. Because he come into the business and he come into the business now. He realized I can pressure these people because if they make so much money, I can pressure them and make them come out of the business as I can put more taxi on the road for himself.
When the cops or that ticketing officer find out that this taxi is the Prime Minister's taxi, you think that kind of let them shove everything under the rug and don't want to take away that vehicle if it's not up to fitness and insurance and papers wise?
If he in the business, he gonna put some logo or something in system. That's when the police see that system. Police just cut him eye part that system. Okay? He know what he doing.
Okay. In your opinion, who has the best speeches and sound real, sound genuine?
Mr. Wolin, I read man.
Mr. Who?
Mr. Mark Wolin.
Okay, so if you were to vote, you see, for another person, the People's National Party, say to take Mr. Gold in space, if he wishes to step down, who would that be for you?
Okay. You sure that? You sure that?
No, I'm saying if Mr. Golden, you know, he's the leading member of parliament for the
At the moment, I know, yeah.
Yeah, so which other candidate in the party, in the People's National Party, if he plans to step down, you would want to hold that space?
Damian Crawford.
Okay. Why do?
Why? But Damian Crawford make sure the youth them get the first education in life. Younger youth them from basic school go right up. You know what I'm saying? He's the first man to put money in education. When the other people take the money to work and afford them.
So Mr. Holness was once the educational minister. You don't think him pump enough money at his time in the educational system?
No. He was a school in minister to school. I never do I went with Damian Crawford first.
Okay. Alright, so in the next 20 years from now, just vision it down the line. You think people will be still interested in this political thing or it will become like Haiti?
Let me tell you something important. Not everyone is.
Yo, I'm telling you something, man. Every day Mark Bolo. And I'm not even like say the man I try, the man just be himself, ladies and gentlemen. Man is just being himself. I understand. And look how the thing I told man. Right? So, let me know what you think about that, man. In the comment section. One Marky G, ladies and gentlemen. Never like, share, and subscribe.